The British-Swedish pharmaceutical firm AstraZeneca has found itself in the middle of a raging controversy, especially in Europe. The vaccine maker suggests that its shot is safe for use after a review of at least 17 million individuals, and the World Health Organization has ruled out any link between the AstraZeneca shots and the reported cases of blood clotting. But an increasing number of countries suspending the rollout of these vaccines, and Sweden is now the latest European country to follow Germany, France, Italy and Spain on that list. Now the government of Venezuela has also denied approval to the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine due to the piling reports of complications.
Venezuela will not authorize the AstraZeneca vaccine to be used in the immunization of our population. This decision has been taken after the complications that arose for those who have been vaccinated with this vaccine.
The European Medicines Agency has announced an investigation into the safety of the AstraZeneca shots. EU countries are awaiting an all-clear signal from the agency. Other EU countries that have suspended the use of the AstraZeneca vaccine include Austria, Bulgaria, Denmark, Ireland, the Netherlands and Slovenia.
Events involving blood clots, some with very unusual features such as low number of platelets, have occurred in a very small number of people who have received the vaccine. And these reports have been received through EudraVigilance, the European database for suspected adverse drug reaction reports. But of course we know that many people, many thousands of people, develop blood clots annually in the EU for many different reasons. So what we call on our expert committee to do is to establish whether there might be a causal relationship between the vaccinations and these events.
The European Medicines Agency has announced a rigorous investigation into these cases of complications by a global team of experts. The executive director has also spoken about the investigation and the procedures at present. However, there is no indication that the AstraZeneca vaccine has caused the blood clots.
The experts will then carry on their assessment, and they again will meet on Thursday to come to a conclusion on the full information that has been gathered and to advise us as to whether there are any further actions that need to be taken. And we will inform the public of the outcome immediately after this meeting. So I want to also stress that at present there is no indication that vaccination has caused these conditions. They have not come up in the clinical trials and they're not listed as known or expected side events with this vaccine.
And joining us on the broadcast this minute is our correspondent Lucy Hof from Brussels, who has been tracking all those developments very closely. Hi Lucy, the European Medicines Agency has announced that investigation. The outcome is expected on Thursday. Several EU countries are now awaiting an all-clear signal from the agency. Tell us more about the procedure that will be undertaken.
Yeah, this will be a rigorous scientific review into the data available about this possible link with these rare side effects and the rollout of the Oxford AstraZeneca in Europe. We're talking a very small number of cases amongst the nearly 6 million people who've received the dose here on the continent. Around 37 cases, although we're told that those figures are updating all of the time. There was very much a message that we had yesterday as well about the benefits of this vaccine at this stage outweighing the risk, but definitely recognition that these are possible side effects that need to be taken seriously and will be subjected to a proper scientific review. There was also a refuting of any suggestion that the motives behind this from EU national governments are anything other than scientific. The suggestion that this might be a political move, given that the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine was developed in the UK at Oxford University. There was a message very much from Emma Cook, who is the Director General of the European Medicines Agency, saying that they were guided by the science and the science alone on this. So yes, a full publication of a review on Thursday. Until then, Scientists will be poring over the data available after some weeks of the rollout here on the continent.
Indeed. Lucy, give us a broad sense of how serious these complications are and how these patients are doing.
Well, what we've heard is, as I say, around 37 cases of severe blood clotting, of bleeding. In a handful of instances, someone has died shortly after receiving the Oxford AstraZeneca dose. But the message from AIMA has been very clear on this, that the rate of infection of blood clots is about in line with the general population. If anything, it's a little bit lower than that. As I say, we're talking a few dozen cases in amongst over 5 million shots that have been administered. So there does not seem to be at the moment any causal link between those who've been given the jab and these incidents of blood clots. But this started at the beginning of last week when Austria was one of the first countries to suspend, at least partially, the rollout of this vaccine after one death was reported, another instance of severe blood clotting. But as I say, there is currently no direct drawn link between the two. But that is something that the European Medicines Agency will be looking at. Certainly the message from the UK, Australia and Canada has been that the vaccine, as far as they're concerned, is safe, the UK having rolled out millions of these jabs, over 10 million.
All right, so all eyes on that investigation by the EMA, the outcome of which is expected to be announced on Thursday. Leaving it there for the moment. Lucy Hof, thanks very much for those updates. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.